Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Happy Friday. Today I'm going to be doing stage 14 of the Hachette Partworks release. I built the B.III Lancaster bomber. I thought we'd start this stage by just once again showing you where we got to at the end of the last stage. Now, I already put this glazing over the front here. That's the first part of the stage today, so I'm not going to take that out. We've done it. I put it in. It was actually to hold these parts together, but it's done its job absolutely perfect. But it's looking good, isn't it? Now, I'm just going to gently put that down. Not quite sure what we're doing today after that, but we'll find out together. But what I did want to share with you is last year my brother did a taxi ride on the Just Jane at East Kirby, the NX611, and he took some pictures of inside the cockpit while he was in there, because he was actually based in the cockpit area. So a lot of people are asking how it was all laid out in the Lancaster cockpit, and I'm hoping these pictures give you an idea of how that is. There's also Guy Gibson's cockpit there where you can see exactly how that looked as well, and that's in these pictures. But I know some of these reference photos that you got here, if anyone wants to mod it or do something extra or different, and I have seen people doing different stuff to their Lancaster bomber, then by all means use those pictures and give yourself some ideas. But if you do want to get this for yourself, I have put a link here in the video description. There's also a QR code on the screen that you can scan, get this all the way from stage 1. But without further ado, let's do stage 14. So here's the magazine, and as you see, we've only got one part in this, so you don't think we're going to be doing much. As a matter of fact, it's coming in this box here, and it's heavy, so it's going to be all metal. What we are doing, though, is we're going to be adding this section, which I've already done. We're adding this section here, which I've dug out, and it looks just like this, so that's got to go on as well. Once we put that on, we are putting the section that we get in this stage on here, just like that. Actually, this stage come previously as well, which is this stage here. Solid metal again, so we're going to be adding that to it, and then the stage, the parts that we get in this stage, which is this one, is going on the cross member. This is what we're going to be mounting the wings to and screwing this in. So by the end of it, it's going to look just like that. And here is the rest of the magazine. And for all of you who are impatient and want to know what's coming next time, we've got carbon dioxide and oxygen tanks, storage units, an upright stay, and other details there. So let's do this. So I am going to be keeping this cockpit on my insulated tape there because I want to protect the lamp, and I also want to protect some of these details just here. But the first thing I'm going to do, as I mentioned at the start, is to take this part. It's got some slots in here, and it's going to go onto the top of this section here. Now what I am going to do, fits on like that. I am going to glue that into place. So you know what? Where I was really meticulous before about making sure I don't put glue on top of this plastic in the last stage, well, doesn't matter now, does it? Because we need to put glue on it. Okay, line this up and I'll get this in. There you go. Just going to hold that into place, push down to make sure it is seated fully in position. There we go, that's in like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do then, take the cockpit, make sure I'm not touching anything, and I'm interested in these 3 lugs, 1, 2, 3 down the bottom. And this section here, which we got in stage 13, this is going to be going this way round, just over the top there, like that. It's going to be held in with 3 BM screws. Now, they're going to be in this box here, and I haven't opened that yet, so let's have a look what we got. There's your BM screws there. And another massive metal section. Really heavy, this metal section is. But I have loaded my screwdriver up, so I'll put that in, and let's just put the middle screw in first. As a matter of fact, I am going to use my bigger screwdriver to get this in. I can probably just lie that on its side, actually. Perfect. And I'll get the other 2 screws in each side, making sure these are as tight as I can possibly get them. And there we go. Perfect. Looking just like that. If I just have that lying down there like that, I want to take this massive metal part that we just got in this stage. And if you have a look at the bottom, these 3 lugs here are going into these 3 holes at the back here. So line them up and it slips in just like that. Now I've got some more BM screws which we had in one of the previous stages. So you do want to have kept your screws from the last stages, because I'm going to be holding this here, turning it over, and in the 3 holes here putting these BM screws into place. It is surprisingly hard to do because obviously you don't want to trap any of the stuff that you've put in here. But I've got it kind of on its side and I really want to get this in as tight as possible as well. That's why I'm using a PH1 screwdriver. I don't think you're going to get the sort of torque you want on these screws with a PH0. Now they haven't asked us to do this in this stage, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, basically all of these wires here, just checking them, seem to come out through this bottom hole here, like this. So I am going to feed all the wires because I really do want to tidy these up a little bit. So 1, 2 and 3. Again, this might not be something that we should be doing, but for my peace of mind, it is making sure that they are sort of like in order. And if anything, it's going to stop them getting damaged. So I will just pin these down with just a temporary bit of insulating tape here. And just a bit here as well. That'll keep everything tidy. And obviously if I need to move that, I will be moving it later on. So the Bombay Aimers blister's been done. The turtle deck, the Bombay roof and the main spar have now been fitted to the model. And that's all there is to do in that stage. Now when I store this, I'm going to try and store it so again, I'm not touching these 2 items here because I don't want to knock them. But that's looking pretty cool, isn't it? What I can do now though, is if I bring over this stand comes from Partwork Upgrades and it is fully adjustable. I think I can now actually just get this to sit on the stand, kind of like that. Eventually it's going to go kind of here because the wings are going to want to rest, but I can just rest that on the stand and that stops everything actually hitting anything. But there you go, that's what it's looking like on the stand. Pretty cool, huh? And there you go, that's the Lancaster bomber for another week. Now tomorrow, I've got another test build from Hachette Partworks, which is the Dalek that I've been building. As you know, in the first trial stage of that, we started to build the front stalk eye. So tomorrow, I'm going to be continuing that. So make sure you tune in. If you're not subscribed to the channel, click on that subscribe button and you will get notified every time there's a new video up. But I really hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.